Welcome to your weekend focus for October the 21st, the 22nd, and the 23rd, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you truly for the positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. Thank you so, so much. I send it right back to you. Now let's see what the energy is going to be for us this weekend. So we have the sun in Libra, but I think on Sunday, that's when we move into Scorpio. So happy early birthdays all around for the Scorpio people, because now's the time when you're going to start making your birthday wishes, and not just one, okay? Not just one. I think that was a very pessimistic person that made that rule for you have to wait 364 days before you are allowed to make one wish. So, make 10, make 12, make wishes in every area of your life, for your spirituality, for your work, your career, for your stature in the community, for your family life, your home life, your love life, for your health and well-being, for your finances. Make them in all areas. Absolutely. Now we have, look at this, the Two of Cups for the very first card. So that's an omen that the weekend is going to be nice, but then we have the Death card right next to it. Well, there's always growing to do, but there's so much hard energy situated in Capricorn right now. It's kind of expected that we're going to get cards like that, but look at on the other side, we have the Empress. So how beautiful is that? Let's get an angel card to go with that. Caution, 16. So 1 plus 6 is 7, and we are the seekers of truth. Now, where's the sun? The sun, we start off the weekend in Cancer, but then we quickly move to Leo, don't we? So the majority of the weekend will be the Leo moon. So that gives us, that's where we're going to be expressing our inner child. That is where we are going to be looking for fun, creativity, laughter, joy. So, and the first card says that we could be looking for these things. Now, this is new opportunities moving in. This could be new relationships coming in. So be aware, be open to change, new directions. Remember, almost all the planets right now are going direct. So that's forward motion for us. All the planets are either in a cardinal, very heavy in cardinal, and then mutable. Okay, with, I think, the sun going into Scorpio is the first fixed energy that we are going to be experiencing. So there's not a lot of energy telling us that we're not going to be able to be mutable or open to change. So go with the flow. Don't try and fight the energy, but go with the flow. See where you come out. See where it leads you. See the new relationships that you are stepping into. See the new paths you can step into. And it's almost like we are going to clink those glasses. It's almost like it's a celebration that we know where we're going. Okay? I see, the full rainbow there, which brings in hope. Long-term hope. And I kind of got it like the 0, and I was thinking, the 0 and the number 8 are the two numbers, the only two numbers where we don't have to lift our pen or pencil from the paper in order to write it over and over and over again. So it's the divine energy coming out. Now, we do have the Death card. So we can still feel like we are stuck or we don't know which way to go forward. It's almost like we're pulling back on that poor horse, making him rear back because he wants to go forward. He knows the way out. He knows what he's doing, but we are being cautious. We are holding back. Remember, the sun is in the last degrees of Libra for most of this weekend. So really, we are going to be teeter-tottering almost our decisions in what to do and where to go forward and where to put our energy and the conversations we need to have. So we don't want to get stuck back there. We don't want to come to a stop. We don't want to come to a halt. We don't want to get into procrastination mode. We want to go forward. Now there's a beautiful white rose in bloom there. We can't see it, but it's there. And that symbolizes the new path. So cardinal energy is the new path, the new adventure. Mutable energy says that we'll be open to the change. And then we have the Empress. And she symbolizes, yes, new paths. Creative new paths, expansive new paths. Okay, in most decks, she's portrayed as someone who is extremely pregnant. It's new life, new birth, rebirth. I think for Thursday, we have the Phoenix rising, the rebirth. So we are really in a transitional time where we are seeing new ways forward. Whether or not do we have the courage to step into it, or do we pull back on that horse and come to a halt? Do we come to a stop? Do we let our fears overtake us? Do we let our worries and concerns limit us in some way and not allow ourselves to go forward? We do have caution here, though, so we have to be the diplomat. And the Empress is a beautiful energy to be just that, the diplomat, to think things through, to understand what we're saying yes to and what we're saying no to use caution in our decision making. And 16 being a 7 is the seeker of truth, understanding what we're saying yes to, understanding what we're saying no to. Let's get our angels working for us here. So I think it's a very strong and beautiful weekend. I mean, you can't have two cards like this for our weekend energy and not have the promise of beauty coming into our weekend. New opportunities, new things to step into. Could be new awareness, new friendships, new partnerships, new love interests. We have to be careful with the death card. I think the procrastinator in us will come out. With that Libra energy being so there of looking at both sides of the coin and not being able to make a decision, I think we almost need to understand where the true new beginnings are in our life and have the courage to step into it. Especially if we've asked all the questions. Especially if we haven't been cautious in how to go forward. The 7 of Michael. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. This card has been coming up so much. So much. There is a better course of action available to you. You'll be able to see it. Or will you? Are you going to let fear limit you? Worries, concerns. We're kind of in a fog here. We almost need a clarity to come in. It's got the Pluto right over top of it too. So Mars has just crossed over Pluto, and so that is bringing with it a lot of powerhouse, empowering energy to move forward in the right direction. But we have to be cautious. We have to be the diplomat. And then we can't be too much of the diplomat so that we actually stop our forward motion, because the energy is all for forward motion right now. So there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. We have the 7 of Raphael. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action, and a need for detoxification. So sit in silence. Take a walk through nature. Find a way of grounding yourself. Chakra meditation. If you don't know what a chakra meditation is, type it into the YouTube search bar. Chakra, and you'll get 1,001 different chakra meditations. Find one that suits your time frame. Find one that suits you to ground yourself, to clear any negative energy or dark energy from you. Maybe fears, unrealistic fears once you look at them. Time to make a decision. You're the Ace of Ariel. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, or support, a change in job or promotion. So things are changing. And the full moon was one where change wasn't an option. Change was going to happen. And we're still in that full moon energy. Where if things haven't changed in your life, chances are they're going to be changing in your life. But with the Ace of Ariel, the change is for your better good. I didn't say that right, but you know what I meant. It's for you to be the Empress. It's for you to feel the beauty and the richness of a new path forward, of a new goal, a dream, a desire. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, or support. And that could have been a little bit with the Two of Cups. Because this talks about new relationships, new opportunities. Oh, wrong side, but look at that, we had the wheel. I grabbed that one by accident. I grabbed it off the wrong one, so it must be part of it. So I'll pick two more from the other one, but we have the wheel. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. A change in direction that offers happiness. And that's what all the cards are saying, aren't they? Six of Raphael, embrace your inner child. And I think that is a lot of the Leo moon that we'll be feeling. New friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. We may find that we want to act a little bit more like a child in an adult situation. I kind of have an image of, somebody, a crowd of people standing there miserable that it's raining with all their umbrellas pulled, and somebody dancing in the rain, like nobody's watching, enjoying the moment. So we may find ourselves acting a little bit more childlike this weekend, embracing our inner child, even in those adult situations. And if somebody doesn't know how to handle the energy, you're probably going to see somebody having a meltdown for the smallest of things in the middle of a busy place. And, everybody just kind of shaking their head going, get a grip. You're throwing a temper tantrum. It's not that bad. So think positive. Think about ways that you can enjoy life, that you can lose yourself in your passions, your dreams. Now take a time out, unplug, turn off the cell phones, turn off the computers, turn off the TVs. Do something that brings out the passion in you, whether it's gardening or working on an engine or building something. Maybe it's just a walk in nature. Maybe it's spending time with a dear friend. One more. Six of Gabriel. Congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. Time to move to the next project. Awards, scholarships, or promotions. Congratulations. You've done a great job. You're here. And yes, you're ready to go forward. Time to move on to the next project. Time to give yourself an attaboy. Time to give yourself that embrace, that hug, that love. To understand that you are an incredible person. Let's see what our higher intuition cards will bring to us, our wise animals. So, you know, all the energy, or just about all the energy, is empowering us to go forward. It's allowing us to step into new beginnings. It's allowing us to go with the flow. It's allowing us to be a little bit more steady on our feet, even in very changing times in our lives. It's showing us the way forward, especially, you know, Venus in Sagittarius in the first couple of degrees. I mean, that's expanding our love, our passion, what truly will bring us. You know, it's asking our higher mind to really think through what is going to move us into our passions, into our dreams, into our desires. How is that all going to work for us? Oh, we had how many fall out? Two? I don't think I'm reading two, am I? We have the ladybug, tangled wishes with eye on the prize with the vulture. Well, let's find out what ladybug is all about. Ladybug is tangled wishes. Ask for assistance, healing, angels, path, manifest. Crying is all right in its own way while it lasts, but you have to stop sooner or later, and then you still have to decide what to do. C.S. Lewis. The ladybug originated in Europe during the Middle Ages when insects were destroying the crops. Legend says Catholic farmers prayed to the Virgin Mary for help, and it wasn't long before ladybugs appeared and ate the pests that were destroying the crops. The farmers referred to the bug as the beetles of Our Lady, with the red wings representing Virgin Mary's cloak and the black spots her joys or sorrows. So the message with the ladybug is to let go, ask for help, and accept that help. We receive messages frequently, but are often too stressed out, too contained within our own grief, or just too stubborn to see the messages between the worlds. Whether you have experienced a death, divorce, breakup, or just feel as if you've lost your life purpose, it's so easy to get caught up in the negative. The smog only gets deeper and deeper the longer you allow yourself to sit within it. How do you get out of the smog? Sit and just be. So many times when we are experiencing a loss, we are afraid of going within our own mind and actually grieving. And it's okay to grieve. It doesn't mean you're weak. It makes you human, and it's part of the healing process. It's also all right for you to seek the assistance of those who can help. Know that the angels, the spirit guides, the animal guides, and those here on this earthly plane are ready and willing to assist. You just have to make the first move. Just like Christmas lights, our life wishes can be tangled up in a mess. Step by step, with patience and perseverance, you can untangle your wishes into something actual and real. Life is good. Have faith that you can move forward. Your path may be a tangled mess now, but you have to believe, because sitting there, sulking in sadness, won't help you get to where you want. It's time now for you to dream. It is time to manifest your goals and be clear on your wishes. And then we had the vulture, eye on the prize. Release goals and vision. In order to land your dream life, you need to make a conscious effort to visualize it happening. However, keeping your eye on the prize takes practice. It's all about getting rid of misconceptions about yourself, giving up emotional baggage, and putting a new belief system into place. Vulture tells you that you have waited long enough to gain the life you want. You have spent wasted time looking at what everybody else has and spent too much time wishing instead of doing. It's now time for you to create short-term goals along with long-term goals. Make yourself accountable by writing your goals down. It helps to keep the vision of what you want in clear sight. Pick up projects from the past and make an effort to finish them. Completion helps to open doors for new projects instead of cluttering the path. These projects can be as little as rearranging your cabinets, cleaning the garage, or sparkling up your resume and sending it out. Spend some time reflecting on the past years and bring about conclusions. Think of it as the time the farmers harvest their crops and prepare the land for the next season. You too have to prepare your mind, body and soul for the same. Visualize what you want to have happen and keep your eyes on the final prize. So, aren't they both very fitting cards? But let's see what our true card is supposed to be. But those did fall out, so your angels, your spirit guides want you to know the energy of the ladybug, want you to know the energy of the vulture, to keep your eye on the prize. Have a vision for your tomorrow. Love yourself and see your strength. Oh, that was a whole bunch, so we don't have to look at them. Oh no, 2 more cards. We'll be here for days. And we end it with the lion. Be strong. And the moon is in Leo, right? I just love the way our angels and our spirit guides talk to us. There's Ladybug again. And then the lion. Strength, pride, and moving on. Promise me you'll always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. A.A. Mellon. You know, you almost need to take a moment, pause the video, write those words down, and read them over and over again until you start to understand what the words are telling you. Promise me you'll always remember. You're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And when you write it down, you say, I am braver than I believe I am. I am stronger than I seem. I am smarter than I think. I've got this. The lion's presence itself can draw fear among its peers. Even when he doesn't feel strong, he is perceived as such, and he reminds you that you too are just as strong. With all that you are experiencing in your life, it is time to embrace your own strength, always and forever. It is a time for you to let go of the things that can no longer be fixed. Trash is trash. Only keep around that which is worth collecting. If you have to force a situation into the way you want it, you'll only make it worse. And the knowledge that it isn't yours needs to be seen. Holding on can make you brave, but moving on makes you strong. Lion may also be telling you that it is time for you to see a physician and then begin an exercise program to help build your body strength. And that's it. I thought there was more to it than that. Be strong. Love yourself. See your empowerment. See how you can move forward. And I kind of get that, that Pluto and Mars energy still, right? Where it is, if we have to force a situation into a way we want it, it'll only be worse. So we need to back it up. We need to understand how we can move it forward in the right way, in the right energy. So it benefits not only us, but it benefits everybody. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.